Hey everybody, welcome to Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel and this is my reality. Listen, we're gonna talk tonight about Lil Wayne or Wayne or whatever his name is, because I think they all start off as like Lil Wayne, Lil Bow Wow, whoever, and Birdman and they whole beef, right? So I just want to get you guys' opinion on it and see what you guys are thinking. Remember, everything on Chanel's Reality is in my opinion, it's for entertainment purposes only. And it is all alleged. Let's get it started. Okay, guys, so welcome to Chanel's Reality. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit about Lil Wayne here and Birdman, because he's just one of them guys. Listen, I don't trust Birdman. He just seemed like a mob boss. Is it just me? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. So let's just go ahead and jump right in. Oh, go to this lady's channel. Her channel is called, I think it's called Culture Covered or Culture Spill or something like that. But the link is in the description. So let's just go ahead and start listening to what she has to say about the Birdman and Lil Wayne beef.
I ain't never took from them niggas. I always bless niggas. But why do you keep saying that shit? No, why do you keep saying that shit?
By the way, listen, my birthday was this week. It was Monday, actually. And my little sister, I don't know, can y'all see this? She sent me a card and some cookies. And she made me a little card. And the little card says, hold on one second. Hold y'all. Hold pause, guys. Okay, sorry guys. I had to show my little sister how to use the internet. She's 42 years younger than me, so I don't know. Anyway, so she says in my little letter here, she says, to my dear sister on her special day, I send my love in every way. May your birthday be full of joy and cheer, for you deserve the best year after year. Happy birthday. Thanks, Carmen. Love you. And then look, I have the cookies under here. I'm gonna get into that a little bit later. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start this the video so that we can get started on what really happened between Birdman and Lil Wayne, because I'm not sure that I know. I'm not sure. And I think that hold on, let's add Carmen to the stage. Hey Carmen. You on mute, sis.
Hey.
Okay, hold on a second.
I'm still mute.
No, you good. What do you think, before we get started on the video, why do you think Lil Wayne and Birdman have been beefing for seemingly the last 10 years, I would say?
Shit. It's supposed to be because, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so I had you playing on two screens. Okay, so from what I last remember, which is many years ago when he started working with Thug.
When who left?
Birdman.
Hey, DJ Witch Doctor. Oh, what am I eating? I made something called it's called, hold on one second, Carmen. Sorry. It's called not caramel, Lord Jesus. It's called okra stew. And it has shrimp and sausage. And this time I put corn and okra and tomatoes. That's what I'm eating. Why? Are you cooking? Shout out to DJ Wish Doctor. Love him. He's cool people. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Carmen.
Supposedly it was something with like a contract Lil Wayne had. Well, that's last I remember. I can't remember the exact details.
Like money.
But it was something to the fact to where I felt like Birdman could have let up. I remember feeling like that. But not necessarily. It's like if you and I, by us being family, like you still got to stand on good business.
Stand on business.
Right, but still you want each other to win. Like I don't want to take money out your pocket, but you also don't want to hold me back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was a feeling that I had got about that. So not necessarily that Birdman was wrong, but I felt in a sense, given the relationship, that he could have let up some.
Yeah.
And he
did. I agree. Mr. Aries Video, what do you think? What's your knowledge of the beef between Wayne and Birdman?
I literally have no knowledge of the current beef between them.
No, any beef. Have you ever heard of any beef that they had ever?
Not really, no.
Not your cup of tea. Okay. Well, I feel like before we get into the video, I personally feel like Lil Wayne was like the star of Cash Money for the most part. Even though he looked like a little rat, the girls wanted him. You know, he was one of the, I think he was part of the Hot Boys or whatever. And I think when you start out in a group like that and you making millions of dollars, and then you have someone like what's his name, Birdman, you know, like supposedly guiding you, and you know, he's your, I wouldn't say he was his guardian or anything like that, but he's supposed to be like your big daddy because your daddy wasn't around, or I don't know if his dad passed or something. But then you kind of find out that your daddy or your family or whoever the people were that were down with you weren't necessarily treating you the best, and or you become bigger than they thought you were going to become, and then you realize your own power and whatnot, and that you don't have to listen to them anymore. And then that's when the problem starts, because then you realize maybe they're not paying you like you're supposed to be getting paid, or they're taking a good lion's share of your money for other reasons. Whatever it is, I think it has something to do with money. And I think on what's his name, Birdman's end, is probably a lot to do with ego and respect. So he feels like he's owed respect simply because he put him on, so to speak. And then he probably has an enormous ego. That's just my opinion. I don't know none of these people. All of this shit is alleged. It's in my opinion and for entertainment purposes only. But let's get back to the video. Let's see what they say in the video. Then we'll talk about it.
Like everybody, producer, all these folks, like, man, nigga don't pay, bro.
I had some incidents early on.
Yeah.
Because I was really young in this shit. I ain't know no better.
Streets. And in New Orleans, you know, that name way before there was rap, before there was a Cash Money Records, that name held weight. You know, my mama went to school with him. My mama was so scared for me to even be involved with him.
Wow.
You and Wayne had like a kiss thing going on.
Facts. I know you got a child. You probably kiss him. You probably got a son and you kiss him.
Yeah.
You heard me? I always looked at Wayne as my son.
So Birdman is finally setting the record straight on his fallout with Lil Wayne. And it looks like these two still haven't resolved their issues after all these years. Last year, there were reports that Baby and Weezy squashed their beef. And they even posted photos from a studio session saying they're cool now. But turns out there's still a lot of weird tension. Wayne recently walked off a stage while Birdman was talking at a reunion show. And Birdman said Wayne didn't want to perform with him at Essence Festival. Now, as most of you probably know, the talk's been that Birdman never paid Wayne what he was owed. And now Birdman is finally coming clean about how much he really owes Weezy. So let's break it down.
Turk locked up for 9 years. Freshman cut up. All right, let's go.
Oh, Lord, hold on.
This is the quickest way to clear out stuck poop.
The #1 food for regular.
Okay.
So Birdman recently addressed his ongoing drama with Lil Wayne during an interview on the Big Facts podcast. And he claimed that they resolved their issues and that Wayne is still like a son to him. According to Baby, Wayne asked for $30 million, but he gave him $20 million on top of that in hopes of squashing their beef.
I ain't never took from them niggas. I always bless niggas.
But why niggas keep saying that shit? You know what I'm saying? Why niggas keep saying that shit, bro? Like everybody, producer, all these folks, like, man, nigga don't pay, bro.
I had some incidents early on.
Yeah.
Because I was really young in this shit. I ain't know no better. But every problem I had, I cleared it up.
Oh, you saying any nigga that ever fucked like they got fucked
I cleared it up.
Yeah.
I paid any nigga that got, you heard me? Because I was young, bro. Remember, I'm telling you, I'm 20 years old.
Yeah.
So a lot of shit happened early on. I just ain't know. But any nigga that had any problem from my son on down, and I gave him 50 million, I cleared it up, brother. Because I ain't want my name like that, especially with Wayne. That's like I'm nothing without this dude. Like that I didn't want, but it happened. But I aired that shit out.
Yeah.
But judging by how Wayne's been moving lately, he's still not ready to put the past behind him. Back in March, Lil Wayne and the Hot Boys walked right off stage while Baby was in the middle of a speech. And if you've been paying attention, Wayne still sneaked us his Birdman in his music to this day. And it's clear that they will never be what they once were. Birdman did Weezy bad, and some stuff you just can't forgive. It seems Weezy is doing this Hot Boy stuff to help his brothers out for the money, but he clearly doesn't have time for Birdman. So what really happened between Baby and Weezy? Is it really just about money or something more personal?
Special delivery too. Big Lack, how you doing, Wayne? Big
So Lil Wayne and Birdman first met when Wayne was just 8 years old. Birdman quickly became a mentor to Weezy, whose dad left the family when Wayne was a toddler. Birdman was
why they kissing on the lips? Anybody know? Do y'all kiss y'all? Okay, never mind. Because I can't. Why two grown men Okay, let's carry on.
Already a local legend at the time, and Wayne used to leave rap lines on his answering machine trying to impress him with his skills. Now, at first, Wayne's mom, Jakida Carter, wasn't on board with their relationship. But after her second husband, Wayne's stepdad, Reginald McDonald, aka Rabbit, was tragically killed, she changed her mind. So just 3 years after they met, 11-year-old Wayne signed with Birdman's Cash Money Records as part of the duo BGs. And that kicked off nearly 2 decades of a father-son dynamic that shaped the rap game. But after almost 20 years of that close bond, things started to crack publicly in 2014. After the Carter 5 was delayed from its original release date, Wayne blew up Twitter, straight up calling out Birdman and blaming him for holding back the album. Weezy also claimed he wanted out of the label and even compared himself to a prisoner, saying his creativity was being locked down. This is what Wayne wrote. To all my fans, I want you to know that my album won't and hasn't been released because Baby and Cash Money refused to release it. This is not my fault. I am truly and deeply sorry to all my fans, but most of all to myself and my family for putting us in this situation. I want off this label and nothing to do with these people, but unfortunately, it ain't that easy. I'm a prisoner and so is my creativity. Again, I am truly sorry, and I don't blame y'all if you're fed up with waiting for me in this album, but thank you. But that was just the beginning. Wayne dropped Sorry for the Wait 2 mixtape on January 20th, 2015, where he repeatedly dissed Birdman and Cash Money Records. On the track Coco, Weezy raps, "Who kept this ish together? Me, that's who. Who was there when ninjas left? Me, that's who. Cash Money is an army. I'm a one-man army." He also says, "The garden's full of snakes, so I had to escape." And then he blasts the idea that he's Birdman's mini-me, rapping Birdman Jr., more like Ugly Duckling. But Wayne didn't stop at disses. The same month Sorry for the Wait dropped, Wayne hit Cash Money with a $51 million lawsuit. Wayne wanted out of his contract, accusing Birdman of holding back a huge chunk of his money. He also asked the court not only to end his deal, but to give him the rights to keep working with Nicki Minaj and Drake. In the meantime, Weezy continued to publicly diss Baby and Cash Money. About 2 months after he filed the lawsuit, Wayne took a shot at Birdman on the Up Next cypher released by him and Young Money Entertainment. Wayne rapped, "I thank y'all for my hitman, and tell Pac I'm a big fan. I sing Dear Mama to my dear mama and sing hit 'em up to my daddy bitch ass. And then in another concert in April 2015 in Jacksonville, Florida, Wayne yelled out on stage, F Cash Money. And after that, things took a very dark turn. The beef between Wayne and Cash Money escalated into something far more dangerous when there was an actual attempt on Wayne's life. After performing at Compound Nightclub in Atlanta on April 26, 2015, Wayne left the venue in his tour bus with his fellow artists, Lil Twist and Hood. As they drove onto the highway, another vehicle pulled up and opened fire, riddling the bus with bullets. But luckily, no one was injured.
Shots were fired at the tour bus of Grammy-winning rapper Lil Wayne on the 26th of April.
Put a fresh spin on savory pork with big steakhouse vibes. With flame-kissed wood smoke. With velvety chili butter. Discover a new favorite and put a fresh spin on flavor.
There's always the one who cares for you, fights for you.
Footage from the NBC affiliate in Atlanta, Georgia, showed several bullet holes in the side of the bus, but no injuries were reported. The station said that the shots were fired at the bus as it was traveling through Cobb County, Georgia.
Investigators later identified the shooter as Jimmy Carlton Winfrey, also known as Pee Wee Roscoe, a known associate of Young Thug. And since at the time, Thug had a close relationship with Birdman, this fueled speculation that the attack might have been connected to the ongoing feud between Baby and Weezy. And while the trial over the tour bus shooting was still underway and Wayne and Birdman weren't speaking, Wayne shocked fans by signing a streaming deal with Jay-Z's company, TODO. Through the deal, he dropped his highly anticipated Free Weezy album, where he again took shots at Birdman on the track He's Dead. The move also made Wayne an artist owner at TODO. Meanwhile, Birdman fired back by suing Jay-Z and TODO for $50 million over the album's release. And that's when things got even messier. New legal documents reveal.
Okay. So what do y'all think so far? Do y'all think any of our answers were correct? About Birdman and Lil Wayne?
You said, do we think what?
Any of our answers were accurate about Birdman? Like, well, remember I asked at the beginning?
No, it's over money.
You think it's money?
It's definitely over money. It's on Birdman's behalf. Like, Birdman want to stay relevant. Birdman is not the talent, clearly.
Right.
And Birdman is P. Diddy to everybody P. Diddy ever produced for.
That's right. Exactly what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Like, and so in order for him getting Young Thug behind Lil Wayne was a good chess move, because Young Thug came out banging. Like all his music. Yeah. I remember 2014 jamming This Here Lifestyle. Like,
okay.
Like, you know, like this is, that was a good move for him, but Lil Wayne, you just can't replicate him. So he want to stay in power. He want to keep that power as long as he could. And I understood what Birdman was doing. Like, Lil Wayne could throw out a ball of trash on tape, on wax, and he's gonna make millions. He gonna make millions, which he don't drop trash because the man is talented. But you know what I mean? So why not? Like, of course I want to keep my hand in his pot. I'm not gonna let you out your deal. No.
Correct.
And okay, so you did this move with Jay-Z. Okay, with Jay-Z, let me hit you up with this lawsuit. Like,
I remember there was some years ago, I was watching something, I don't know exactly what it was, but LL Cool J wanted to sign Lil Wayne. I feel like this was like maybe 2010 or something like that. Or
sign Lil Wayne?
LL Cool J. For your time, just saying. Mr. Aries Video may know who LL Cool J is. Mr. Aries Video, do you happen to know who
Ladies Love Cool J is? But only since J-Lo, nothing before J-Lo with him.
What?
Yeah, you know, all my love is all I had. Love is what you had, baby girl. I'm what you had.
Ooh,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's the LL Cool J. I know. I don't know the smaller one.
There aren't any smaller ones. Okay.
He was always had some weight on him, but he was once like in his teenage.
Are you talking about the same person?
Yeah, LL Cool J. He eventually became more cut up and buff. And
No,
Like,
he was always cut up. I don't know who the hell.
No. LL Cool J is way bigger. As time has passed, he's gotten bigger.
Oh God, hold on, wait.
I'm sure some people know what
She's
I'm
being
saying.
disrespectful of a whole ass
No,
legend.
I'm not saying he was ever small.
Yeah, this man is
But
sexy.
he did evolve from a boy into a man on camera.
No, not when during your lifetime. I can't with you.
Yes, during my lifetime. I'm 34.
No. This man. Okay, see, I can't. Hold on. We're gonna have to come back to what's it called? Because you tried it. You tried it. Oh, let me see. Can I get him? Let me add this one up to the stage because she tried his life. She did LL, but don't you worry about it. I got your back. Because Carmen over here trying it big time. This man right here, Carmen, is fine.
Okay, you see him at the top in the big picture.
Uh-huh.
Now, if you go to younger pictures of him, he was not like that size, but he was cut up always. Always cute,
okay.
always.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
This is a younger picture of him. He's
like
got
he does, but he's not as big as he is in the other photo.
He got a six-pack, so I just don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's always been sexy.
Oh, okay. Because it sounded like he was disrespecting LL, and I ain't got time.
No.
Okay, carry on. I had to just, I had to look at him. His sexy ass. God damn it.
He was smaller there.
Look at him. This man, you know what? LL Cool J is a whole ass vampire. Okay, let's be clear, because this man still look 35. I'm just saying. Anyway, okay, back to what you were saying about who are you talking about? Birdman?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me take this down. Let me stop sharing my screen. Let's remove that one. We're gonna go back. So I think you're right about I think you're quite right about Birdman, about the money. And that's sad, right? I just feel like that's so fucking sad. That
I say money is all evil.
No, it's the love of money. That's the
and it is the love of money.
No. It's the love of money, not money. You could have money.
Is it just me? Because I can't hear Chanel. Can you hear Chanel, Carmen?
Yeah, but something is happening. Like there's a lag or something.
Really? It's probably because of this damn room back here. The internet back here, for some reason, don't want to let me be great.
I don't know.
Not anymore. I can hear you good now.
Okay.
Can you hear me now? Mr. Erie's video, can you hear me? He still can't hear me. Okay.
I can hear you now.
I want to listen to this guy. Hold on, let's see. Yeah, because he's funny. Okay. Let's see what he has.
When Wayne was just 9 years old, they used to call each other father and son. But then they sparked a wild beef that almost got Wayne killed, and today we're breaking it all down. Wayne and Birdman took over the rap game together, and it all started before Wayne was even a teenager. He started rapping when he was 8. Then a year later, he met Birdman and was recording freestyles on his answering machine. Birdman had already started Cash Money Records, and in '97, Wayne, BG, Juvenile, and Turk formed a crew on the label called the Hot Boys. They dropped their first album when Wayne was 14 and sold over 300K copies. It was clear from the jump that Wayne and Birdman made a great team, and the Hot Boys selling so many records helped Cash Money get a $30 million deal with Universal Records the next year. Wayne and the Hot Boys kept up the momentum and hit #1 on Billboard charts with their second album. Everyone else ended up leaving Cash Money over financial issues, but Wayne held it down and helped turn it into one of the most successful labels of all time. His first solo album hit #3 on the Billboard.
This is the famous footwear that told everyone which Rickenbacker twin was which, but no one could tell which pair was half off. You don't have to.
Describe your Billboard 200 chart, and Source Magazine nominated him for Best New Artist. But Wayne was just getting started. By the time he dropped the Carter 2 and sold over 200K in the first week, everyone knew he was taking over. That same year, Birdman named him president of Cash Money, and Wayne started his imprint label, Young Money. Birdman and Wayne were already on top of the industry, and in 2006, they dropped a collab tape called Like Father, Like Son. They completely ran the game together for the next decade. Wayne became one of the highest selling artists of all time and made history by taking the record from Elvis for most tracks on the Billboard Hot 100. Cash Money was massive, and Wayne's Young Money label was bringing in all kinds of cash after he signed Nicki Minaj and Drake. In 2011, he dropped the Carter 4 and sold almost 1 million records in the first week. Running up numbers like that should have kept everyone happy, but it didn't take long for the drama behind the scenes to start heating up. Fans were going crazy about the Carter 4 and couldn't wait for the sequel. In October 2013, the vice president of promotion for Cash Money Records said the Carter 5 was coming soon, and Drake teased it a few months later when he tweeted, Carter 5. Drake and Wayne finally announced that the album was coming out in May, but then a month later, it was delayed for the first time. The new date was set for December 9th, but 5 days before it was supposed to come out, Wayne hopped on Twitter and dropped a bomb. Fans were expecting to be bumping Wayne's new album within a week, but that all changed when he tweeted, to all my fans, I want you to know that my album won't and hasn't been released because Baby and Cash Money Records refused to release it. Then at a party for Vice's 20th anniversary, Wayne took the stage and told everyone,
I'm fucked up in a bad situation, but I will be out of the zone and I will figure out.
While everyone wanted the Carter 5, Wayne dropped a mixtape called Sorry for the Wait 2, and on the track Shit, he took a shot at Birdman and said, did my time at Cash Money, time served and released. But this agent ain't free. Word, that's word on the streets. Then his manager, Cortez Bryant, hopped on IG and said that Wayne had been carrying Cash Money on his back for 10 years and deserved better. Nobody knew what was really going on, but it was clear the situation was about to pop off. Then what happened next shocked everyone. 2 weeks later, news broke that Wayne filed a $51 million lawsuit against Birdman and Cash Money. The lawsuit claimed that Birdman violated their deal by holding on to the Carter 5. And Wayne wanted to be released from the contract and take everyone signing Young Money with him. Wayne wasn't just trying to get a wild amount of cash from Birdman. He was trying to take the top earners with him too. But Birdman wasn't just going to let him walk away without a fight. So Wayne took shots at him every chance he got. On the Young Money cypher, he said, I thank you for my hitman. And tell Pac I'm a big fan. I sang Dear Mama to my dear mama and sang Hit Him Up to my daddy's bitch ass. I thank you for my hitman. About to go kidnap the big man. It was clear that Wayne wanted smoke, and he yelled fuck Cash Money at a show in Florida not long after the diss.
Fuck Cash Money.
Then 3 weeks later, Lil Wayne was allegedly almost taken out over the lawsuit and beef. And rumors say the dude who allegedly ordered the hit.
And you know what? The saddest part about all of this, because this is what Prince was talking about years ago. That's why Prince had to change his name to the artist formerly known as Prince, or that symbol that he had. He had to do that because his label, they put you in these really horrible contracts, and then they say, well, you know, you had your attorney there, or you had the ability to have an attorney there, and you should have had your attorney, you know, read through your contract. And honestly, a lot of times if you're a young artist and you're talented and you hungry, you know, you just hoping to just, you know, have somebody play it on the radio or just get a deal. And so a lot of times I feel like these people will, you know, just forego really, really looking at the contract in the way that they should, and or they get recommended an attorney. And then that attorney really don't have their best interest in heart. It's sort of like going to HR at your job. Like, they supposed to help you, they supposed to be objective, but are they really? And then the other part to it is, if you refuse to sign, then it's like, okay, well, I don't know if anybody else is gonna, you know, pick up the torch and say, okay, we believe in you. We also gonna let you have some sort of creative freedom. We're not gonna, you know, force you to be in a contract for 10 years or 5 albums and all that kind of stuff. Because a lot of times, by the time you didn't got to your 3rd or 4th album, if you make it past your sophomore album, which a lot of people don't, with great success, then you solidified. And at that point, they're not about to let you out. That's the problem I feel like here with a lot of artists, but also what's happened with Birdman and Lil Wayne. It's like, he wants that automatic money deposited in his account every single month for the rest of his life, no matter where Wayne goes. He wants to be able to still, you know, get his money. And it's just so sad to me that this man can't be free. But I was gonna say, do you guys think it's a dangerous situation to be managed by Cash Money, Birdman?
I feel like it's a dangerous situation anytime you go into a contract with anybody to manage you or to make money off of you.
But dangerous though?
Dangerous. And why it can be dangerous? Because people can easily become greedy or, or start to feel entitled. And the greed on that level is way worse, which is where I feel Birdman feels. And I feel like they made each other like.
Oh, welcome to the show. Well, mute your mic. Go on mute, Gabby.
Who, me?
Yep. Mute yourself. Okay, thanks. Okay, go ahead, Carmen.
Yeah, and I feel like they contributed to each other's success equally. But Birdman knew long ago that Lil Wayne will be able to survive without him.
I agree.
He knew that long ago. And what he should have been doing is setting himself up for that moment. Because at some point, a person is gonna want to set up their own shit. Like he was a natural boss. Like, yeah, you managed him and you probably set up different deals or whatever you did for Lil Wayne and with Lil Wayne. I mean, shit, y'all putting your mouth on each other.
Right.
So the man, like, the love is real. I don't know if y'all were dealing each other or whatever, but I don't really care either. But I feel like if the business would have been handled good and fair, which we can't say is unfair, that because something like Birdman has the ability to do something for the simple fact he was able to do it legally without getting sued by Lil Wayne. So I mean, I don't know.
Okay. Well, what do you think, Mr. Aries video? Do you think it's dangerous to be what's the right word? Managed by Lil Wayne? I mean, not Lil Wayne, Birdman.
I mean, ultimately, individuals, they have their desires, and if at the end of the day they just either don't get along or can't quite align on those specific goals, those unique goals, then I just think ultimately it may just be best for everybody if ties can just be cut so people can kind of move on and kind of grow and develop in their own way, however they see fit.
But do you think, like, based on the video, because both of the videos said that or alleged that Lil Wayne's tour bus got shot up after his concert, and this happened allegedly while they were supposedly beefing or whatever was going on with them, do you think that with everything that was going on, that Cash Money or what's his name, Birdman, would have had anything to do with that?
I mean, I don't really like speculating in situations like that. It's just
Well, we're
very long.
speculating.
Yeah, I mean, it's
All
I think
alleged,
just
sir. So just give your opinion.
my opinion is I don't think I have enough information to try to make a comment one way or the other.
Okay, sure. What do you think, Gabby? Welcome to the Chanel show. Chanel's reality over here, child.
Hi, everyone. I've been trying to get in for like 20 minutes, and I'm like, okay, at some point, this is going to happen.
You're here now.
Okay, so I'm catching up, and I think the original question was like what the beef was about. I think everybody's right, but beyond like the money and the stardom and like Wayne blowing up, I think it's about loyalty. I think at some point, Wayne and Birdman probably had a whole idea of what the music industry was going to look like if they took over, and then you got someone that just outgrows the other person, and now it's like, oh well, you're not loyal to the plan and what we talked about, and now you got beef for life. So that's probably what it really, in my opinion, what it boils down to.
So,
like, are you loyal to this money? Are you loyal to the friendship or the partnership, whatever they had at the time?
So Carmen was saying she thought it had to do with like money, and I think it has to do with money and ego. So you think it's more about loyalty, though? You think Cash Money, or not his, what's his name? Birdman is more about the loyalty, the money.
Yeah, I think had Wayne never left Cash Money Records, I don't think there would have been a problem. I really
Well,
don't
he
think that they
said,
would have.
well, I don't think, but hold on, wait. I don't think, because he wouldn't let Wayne drop, according to these people in this video, he wouldn't let him drop Carter 5. And like, I guess he is supposed to have been dropping it or wasn't dropping it. And that's what Wayne was saying. Wayne was like, I'm sorry, but you know, due to these contracts and due to this idiot, essentially is what I felt like he was saying. I can't, you know,
Yeah, but you're talking fast forward. Fast forward after I guess I'm going back to the original question, which was what was the start or the catalyst of it. I really think that it was the fact that, you know, to Birdman, that Wayne was disloyal, and I'm like, you know, at the end of the day,
how was he disloyal?
By trying to leave Cash Money Records, and we all knew that he outgrew everybody. At some point, he was going to go off and do his own thing, and we see how well he has done for himself. But sometimes people get, you know, like to your point, the ego kicks in, and you thought both of you were going to just be equal. At some point, somebody starts outshining somebody else, and there's ill feelings behind that. Shit, but you know, he still got you on a chokehold.
A whole ass chokehold.
A whole chokehold. You got fans waiting, and I mean, we all know, shoot, anytime Wayne gonna drop an album, we already, you know, except what was it, Cart? It was one of those albums. I was like, oh, I don't know what he was on, but for the most part, Wayne has always produced like bangers, and so for like that was really him, like Birdman putting his dick on the table, like, nope, you're not gonna drop this album. Nope. Let me show you, I still got you in the chokehold. Nope. And the world know it too. That insult to injury.
Yeah, I agree.
But just like most bands where, you know, you always like, you know, NSYNC, you got Justin Timberlake kind of went did his own thing. You got Destiny's Child, Beyonce just you always gonna have that person that outshines everybody, and there's so much controversy behind it. Especially when someone, you know, sometimes it's not even necessarily the artist that, you know, sometimes the record label may be like, no, you need to go do your own thing, and we, you know, pull you to the side and start breaking up the band. And like I said, you have life after that. And the money, you know, let's talk about all these big contracts. What you gonna do? And that's why I think it's about loyalty.
Well, I think there's some truth to that, because like you said from the beginning, if you help someone become someone big, or even if you don't, if you help someone in their life significantly, and as a result of your help, they become, you know, what's the right word? Successful. Then if they leave your company where, you know, you started helping them, or you gave them a job, let's just say, and now they're successful because now they have their college degree, they left your firm because now they have they passed the bar. And it's like, what do you mean you're gonna go work for this other law firm? You know, I do think that the loyalty is about that, but then I think it's about money on both sides, or really all sides on some level. But I do think that Birdman just has an ego, personally. Well, they probably all have an ego. Let me be clear about that. But I'm hoping for Wayne's sake, he did not start Cash Money Records not Cash Money Records. I hope he didn't start Young Money Records underneath Cash Money Records, because then there's a whole ass other problem for him financially, and then being able to, like, you know, take it away. Because I think the lady was saying somewhere in the video, Wayne was trying to leave and basically take Drake and Nicki with him, you know, with
those were his artists.
Right. But I'm saying if he's under Cash Money, it's sort of like you start your record label under Columbia Records, they have to let you out of that, which is why I was going back to the Prince situation, where it's like he got to change his whole name. And he can't ever say it anymore. I mean, rest his soul in peace. But like, it's other artists that have done that, where it's like they under this horrible, oh my God, it's a black male group. I don't know if it was Jagged Edge or 112. It was one of them type of 90s groups. where whenever they first got started, like I remember I was watching some documentary about it, and they said that, you know, they had a hit on the radio, but then all they got was like this like $3,000 or $8,000. It was a small amount. It was like maybe somewhere between $5,000 and $8,000. And like they was like, yo, like they thought they really thought that they was winning, you know what I mean? But they really wasn't. And then they was in a contract that basically said for the next 5 albums or whatever the case may be, they're not gonna get paid very much money. The only time artists make a whole lot of money, I would say, and this is my limited information, is like when they go on tour, you know, because you're making a shit ton of money during that time. But that's if you're under a label. If it's independent, that's a whole nother bag of worms. But I think it was either Jagged Edge or it was one of them types of groups. And I was like, damn, that's so fucked up. I think they did the same thing to TLC. They was broke. And everybody thought that, you know, they was like, I think at the time, like the #1 selling girl group in the world. And that lady that was married to, or might still be married to, what's his name? L.A. Reid. What's her name? She got a weird name too. Her name is like Cookie or Candy or something. Some weird kind of ghetto name. But at any rate, whenever they try to get from under her, the only way they can get from under her is like she said in that contract that they had to pay her $1 million per letter for their name TLC. So basically, y'all, I'll let y'all go on and do, you know, whatever, go fly, but you ain't gonna be able to use the name TLC, which is the name everybody knows. You know what I'm saying? It's just that kind of fuck shit that I just be like, y'all are some savages. Like, why are you doing this to these people? But that's why I say you got to be careful. And a lot of times people are way too invested. They've got they got the little taste of success. And, you know, they heard their name being mentioned and, you know, on this radio station, or they got a radio song playing on the radio, and maybe they've been interviewed by somebody, you know, important. And now it's like the world thinks you're rich. The world thinks that you have all of this, you know, fame and, you know, you're taking, you know, what is it? First class trips around the world. And, you know, they don't realize your ass is broke. And that's the sad reality of a lot of artists in the music industry. The thing is, I don't think Wayne is ever gonna be broke, but what do y'all think? Y'all think he could ever go broke?
Hell no.
You don't think so? You think
Nah, he too deep in the game, and then like probably now being where he's at in his career, he probably has made some investments and business moves. I do not foresee him being broke unless he just like something crazy happens. Like, you don't acquire that kind of wealth and meet so many people and not know what to do with your money.
Yeah, you're probably right. I felt that way until Diddy happened, and then I was just like, I don't know, because I feel like his attorneys were just like, yeah, we know you never gonna get bail and you ain't never getting out of jail, but we gonna sit up here and act like we doing whatever. In my opinion, that was them just draining his pockets, right?
Child, that man coming home.
But no, I'm saying at the time, in my opinion, his attorneys, based on all of the information that was being put out there, were just, I don't think they ever anticipated this man is really going to get off. They're going to put on a good show, you know, do all the lawyering, but they basically, because he kept adding people to his team, you know, just like what's his name? Oh God, OJ. I don't know if you was around, Carmen, how you were with OJ, because I think I was. Well, you had to been around.
Yeah, I was a couple years old in the Bronco.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, don't play me. I remember.
That was a strange time because I've never heard of OJ, and we were at Granny's house in Pampa, Texas, and you know, over there you had to have satellite, and so like on every channel I clicked on was this damn white Bronco. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was just literally, you know, major news. But at any rate, I didn't think somebody like OJ, when I found out who he was and how wealthy he was, would ever end up broke, and his ass was definitely broke. And the same thing with Diddy. They was like, oh, he's a billionaire. He's almost a billionaire. I don't know if he's almost a billionaire still. I don't know. We'll see.
Didn't OJ get out,
but,
come home, and break into somebody's house?
He came home and did what?
Broke into somebody's house trying to steal some of his shit.
Yeah, he's trying to get his stuff back. See, I don't even think that's theft. I don't think that's theft. I'm like, why did y'all sell my shit? Because how is that? That's like, if you steal furniture from the furniture store and then you sell it to somebody, that's furniture still belongs to the furniture store. So if I go ahead and take the furniture back, is that stealing? You know, OJ's a whole crazy person. Gabby? Can you mute
I'm
your
sorry.
background noise?
I'm at the gas station. My bad. Team do too much. Sorry.
Right. Oh shit! All of my favorite people going live right now. Anyway, I don't know. Okay, so let me ask you guys this, and then we can be done with this. But so Wayne, somebody shot up his SUV.
That wasn't to kill him either.
Whichever. Bullets don't have a name, so somebody shot up his SUV. Another time they reported he was, I guess he had finished a show, one of his shows, and then he got jumped after his show. It's some other things that have happened. Like I remember watching a video where Birdman, like Wayne was performing on the stage, and Birdman was in, like, I guess some sort of like VIP area over to the side, and he's just like pouring like champagne on the stage on top of Wayne's head. I was just like, this is the type that to me is like intimidation, is bullying, and that's why I think it's dangerous. Because I don't think the Cash Money guy, I don't think Birdman is ever gonna really probably be the person to get his hands dirty. But if your tour bus getting shot up, that's a problem. I don't want to be on your bus no more. Whoever I am, if I'm on your bus, I don't want to be on your bus. If I'm your security, if I'm the bus driver, if I'm your baby mama or your new girlfriend or your partners, whatever you want to call it, I think it's dangerous. And after something like that happens, I can't ever trust you again. So I'm gonna be like Eminem, and I'm gonna be spending $1 million a year on security because I ain't doing that shit with you. And it's so sad to me because it's like, it don't even have to be like that. It shouldn't be just because I want out of my label and I want to drop my album. I got to worry about my life being, sniffed out rather. What y'all think?
Yeah,
I mean,
but unfortunately, go ahead, Gabby.
no, I was just gonna say, yeah. I mean, obviously there's beef between them, so the first person that's gonna pop up is Birdman. But then again, it's like these fans are crazy too. These fans will take on whatever beef though their idols are, and then who knows? Maybe somebody who could have a
You think
crazy fan
anybody
could have
like
been like,
Birdman though?
man, listen.
You think he got some fans?
Everybody got a fan base. It don't matter who. Somebody out there got
I know Chanel got a
what
few
is that?
fans. They
Yeah,
probably.
everybody got some little
Go ahead.
fandom here and there.
Mm-hmm.
So it could have been that. It could be was following him, and it's like, oh shoot, I'm gonna take it off of him. Who knows? Who knows? It could very well be, someone else that just took it to heart and is taking on the beef themselves. Dang it, I went the wrong way. I'm gonna let Carmen go.
You lost. Okay, Gabby, get your life together, and we want to make sure you're safe. Anyway, go ahead, Carmen.
I don't even know what I was gonna say.
I was asking you guys, what do you think? Do you think you could ever have that relationship? Could it ever return when you have somebody that
And I ain't gonna lie, with me, like, it's certain things you can do to me at certain points in my life where I'll be able to forgive you and look over shit. And then it's certain things you can do to me depending on a point of my life where I might not never be able to look over it. And then it's a lot of times where, like, I notice for myself where I just deal with people differently. I look at them different.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to, like, me being Lil Wayne, like at that point in his life, like he trying to thrive and you basically trying to hold, like, shackle him down. Like you want him to stay put next to you because I don't think Birdman intentions were wrong, but they don't make them right for Lil Wayne. You know what I mean? Like I think Birdman intentions is, nah, it's Weezy and Baby. Like, till we die, we finna build this empire together. But Weezy, like, nigga, I'm a grown ass man. I'm ready to build my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't think.
Sorry, Carmen. And I think to your point, I think too is a matter of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like you start doing mad disrespectful things. It's like just on a GP of strength. Not even like let's go back to the history or whatever. It's just the fact that you continuously disrespecting me and you doing it in public. It just adds a whole nother layer to the beef.
Not only that, you let these young niggas that you just brought in under you interfere. Because this tour bus got shot up by young thug niggas. Them not baby niggas. Them young thug niggas who did this shit. So
Whichever niggas they are.
Huh?
Whichever niggas that it was. You've already shown me that you will do violence.
But what I'm saying is, nah, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, it's not necessarily that baby sent the heat with you. If baby had any dealings to do, my whole thing is always, I don't give a fuck how mad I am with my people. My beef with my people, I don't care which one of my people it is. If it's my people and I'm beefing, I got an issue. The best thing you could do is let me vent and talk my shit. Keep your mouth shut. Don't ever, like, I'm never gonna make somebody feel comfortable going off on one of my people. You know what I mean? Like, these niggas is surrounded. Well, baby, not little baby, but baby, these dudes you just brought into Cash Money and you signing them or whatever, which really is Young Thug and Rich Homie Quan you was doing the work with at that time. You doing work with them because you working on a project with them. You sign Young Thug. So these they partners. Now they partners is comfortable enough to take a firearm and use deadly force on your son tour bus. They should have never got that comfortable. Like it's nothing that should have allowed them to feel like they had a position to do that. If anything, their position should have been, it should have been understood. This me and my son beef, y'all stay out of that. You know what I mean? Like, nah. We just not doing
exactly, because it's one thing for me to talk about my sibling, but it's another thing for somebody else to talk about. Say, no, like you said, let me talk my shit. And let me vent.
Like if you make me mad, I can go talk shit to Gabby. Gabby can listen, but Gabby understands she ain't never gonna say, man, fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. Like,
and that's what I said, the loyalty. Who you loyal to? Are you loyal to me that held you down, or are you loyal to this money? I think that's what it boils down to me. Loyalty and respect. I think that's what it is. This beef is about loyalty and respect.
I
the
don't
money
think
is just
Gabby, because in that situation, I feel like they both held their loyalty to themselves. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like neither one of them had value in each other, because if they did, it would have been some type of negotiation, some type of middle line, and it was never that.
I don't think that's
apparently they had a
Maybe
middle
would have
line.
either
They
released him and his shit, or now shit, it's been damn near 20, it's been 10, 11, 15 years now. So not now, of course, Lil Wayne like, man, fuck that shit. That shit went too far already. I'm with the Libra. I'm with Lil Wayne on this.
There's
nigga,
no
you done
coming
lost
back.
Tony
There's no
Braxton.
coming
You want to be cool with me now? You lost Tony Braxton. You want to be cool? You want to be my friend now? Young Thug caught these charges. He ain't making no music. You want to be cool with me now? Nah. Go get you some new young niggas.
Facts.
And them young niggas gonna take over your record label. These new young niggas are shine, boy.
And that's because there's back then that, like I said, there were rules of engagement for shit. Now people just do dirty shit. Like it don't matter. Like especially with like them portraying like this whole mafia thing. Like you know you gonna make sure it's all about the family first, as it should be. But now it's like everybody out for their own interests. So good luck.
I think it's always been that though. You know, people put on, like, even in your own family, even in your own marriage, people are gonna put on a front for the world. You know what I'm saying? And the world
No,
would
I don't
think
think it always been like that, Vicky.
that people are savages and out for themselves
But
in the
I think
entertainment
just
industry.
people now don't give a damn. Back then it was shoot, like, oh, you know, today you see how many viral videos about men hitting women like in a second. Back then a man probably was a little bit more prone to holding his anger and not striking a woman, and now it's like, well, if a bitch put herself in that position, which I don't even agree with that, because that's a whole nother subject. But
No, I
those
think
rules have changed over time.
no, okay, so I agree with that part of it. What I'm saying is the part that I agree with is that I think people have always been okay with it. Some people. But I think that what people were not okay with is that the world knew that this is who you are. So, for example, if men been beating women from the beginning of time, right? They've been manhandling them and doing all kinds of abusive shit since the beginning of time. It wasn't acceptable for you to do it in public. Now, or talk about it in public. So, for example, just like with before Donald Trump got hired to be, or whatever happened with him, the first time he became president, it was not okay in our society to run around talking about all the racist stuff that he talked about out loud in such a big ass global forum. Now, since him, people say all kind of fuck shit. Like I remember being shocked at some of the people that I knew, and I was like, "You like that idiot?" That's what I mean by, like, it's always been there. It wasn't okay to do it publicly, and now I guess it's okay for everybody to say and do whatever the fuck that they want to do in the music industry publicly. That's what I feel. I think people have always been savages. It's just what level of savagery are the public gonna be okay with, and for how long? Because now they got cancel culture, and they will cancel your ass. They will cancel your ass in 5 seconds. But no, I do
In a
agree.
second.
Mhm. Yeah, they'll
No, I was
cancel.
just agreeing with you. I was like, they'll cancel your ass in a second.
Uh-huh. But the good thing about, even with the cancel culture being as big as it is, all it takes is for Kim Kardashian to post on the ass shot, for Kanye West to talk about Jewish people in a demeaning way, or to say he loved Donald Trump, and everybody forgot about it. Look at remember, what's his name? Shannon Sharp. He was in the news for about 2 or 3 weeks straight, getting roasted. Something else happened, nobody gives a shit anymore. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take that much. And I'm saying that to say also our oh, hey cousin. Hey cousin, I'm on a live. Can I call you right back? All right, bye. I was gonna say something else. She just made me lose my train of thought. What was I saying? Y'all wasn't listening either. Y'all need to take some. Listen, y'all need to take some B12. Get y'all some flaxseed oil. Y'all need to get some. What is it called? Gunga boba or something. Like, so either y'all not paying attention, which makes me feel some type of way, or you mofos are just like me, old. Like y'all old and senile already. Like I can't, because I already know Carmen on her phone. She on her telephone, and she trying to figure out how to work her computer, her phone, and her iPad all at the same time. And this one at the top, she's trying to figure out how to drive. She ain't fixed dinner yet. What time is it? She gonna get dinner done at about 10:30 p.m. and then gonna be mad because the girl's
I
gonna be
am
sleeping.
not.
Are they going to school tomorrow, by the way? And don't tell all your business on this internet, because we on the internet, just saying. Do they start school tomorrow?
Yes, it is.
Are you eating on the live? See.
Why can't I have a snack? I don't understand.
Now I know where Maddie gets it from. Maddie, like, I be like, Maddie, you hungry? No. You want a snack? Yeah. What snack do you want?
We are snack queens. We turn no snacks. We leave no
No
snacks
snacks
unturned.
behind, honey. Okay, no snacks.
No snacks left behind.
Maddie, like, you know what? It's almost like Maddie at all times when she sees anything on the snack aisle, it's like she's entered Willy Wonka's chocolate factory, where it's like, God, I must taste all of these things. And then I know, like, Kenzie has certain snacks, so I'm like, I asked them the last time they was here. I was like, "Who opened up my little bunnies?" Because I had this little marshmallow bunnies. Kenzie looking like, you know how Kenzie do. She looking over like,
oh, they're marshmallows. Yeah, marshmallows.
Trying to tell me, well, I had some, but they no. Because marshmallows ain't Maddie's thing. Marshmallows is your thing. So what are you talking about? You know, she was like, yeah, I did open them. And then she does that smile with her dimples. And I'm just like, get on out here. I can't with y'all. My problem is this. I don't like stale shit. So it's fine that you opened it, but now we need to put it in a Ziploc bag or something to keep. Okay, I'm in my feelings about it already. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, I go through this all the time. You don't know how much stuff goes stale because they refuse to just properly close stuff.
Yeah, why would we need to close it? We don't have no job. We don't have to buy anything. So why would
exactly. I'm about to start making these lemonade stands work. But we're gonna send. Yeah, I totally believe in child labor. Yes, I do. And they're gonna sell spiked lemonades.
I'm Gabby's in-house counsel. She does not mean any of this. This is all for a TV show. Okay. Her internet.
Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I would never. Let's just be clear.
So, no, I believe in child labor too, but so does America, because I was selling cookies when I was 7. Just saying. They call Girl Scout cookies. Is that not labor? I mean,
I couldn't have sold the cookies.
You what? You breaking up, sis?
Don't get high. I said I couldn't have sold cookies because I would have ate them. Talk about getting high off your own supply.
Yeah, that's problematic.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, did I go out?
Nope, you're here. We can hear you. But listen,
y'all there?
Yeah, we here. See, ninjas. But I'm about to end it live anyway. Do y'all have any final thoughts, Carmen? You have any final thoughts? Any advice for Lil Wayne or Weezy or what's his name? Cash Money Records. Okay, Gabby dropped off. She was pretending that she was, you know, she has a bad signal. Y'all can't hear me. Can you hear me? It's like, Ninja. Yes, we hear you, but you don't have to be on the live no more. And Carmen didn't left, so I don't even know where she went to. So we're gonna go ahead and drop her down too. Thank you guys for participating in another episode of Chanel's Reality. I'm Chanel, and this is my reality. Everybody hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button so you'll know when I go live, when I upload, or, you know, whatever it is I got going on in my life. You'll be, you know, privy to it. Well, some of it, the part that I let the internet know about. But guys, put a little comment down in the chat. Let me know how you guys are feeling and about this whole situation. And you know, what you think the beef is, because I know we didn't went through what the beef is and what we think the beef is, but you know, I want to know what you guys think. You have to tell me what y'all think. I don't think I've ever bought a Wayne album, so I wouldn't know. But that damn song, A Millie, is a banger. Alexa, play A Millie by Lil Wayne.
A Millie by Lil Wayne from Steven's Apple Music.
That boy is cold-hearted. Mm-hmm. Long money. Get in. Hey. Got Corona. A million here. I'm a